I remember it was like mid-October, we were about to play a game, and we were lining up on the sideline to do the announcements for the beginning of the game, and I was messing with something on my shirt, and then all of a sudden I felt a large lump on my right side in my boob, and I turned around to our goalie and was like, I don't think this is normal. And she said, well, it might be. I know I tend to get some lumps before my period. So I didn't think anything of it, kind of went on with the game. And then after the game, I went home and got a shower and sat down and talked to my mom, and I didn't really know how to bring it up to her, but I knew it had to be talked about. So I mentioned it to her, and she was like kind of worried at the beginning, but didn't really think anything of it because we knew that I had a doctor's appointment coming up in November, the first weekend in November. And we were like, okay, we'll just have it checked then. Time went on, I kind of didn't really think anything of it. I just went about my life and finished the hockey season and was waiting for that appointment. I didn't really let it stress me out. I kind of was hoping for the best. So fast forward to December 26th. I go into the doctor's office and I get my yearly stuff done, and then I asked her to do a breast exam, and she had me lay down and was like, what do you need this for? And I was like, well, there's a lump on my right side. And she was like, no, there's not. And I said, okay, so let me sit up. So I sat up and I was like, you should feel it now. I mean, it's pretty big. She said, yeah, that is unusual. So she referred me to the Women's Center here in Dover and wanted me to get an ultrasound on it and to make sure that it wasn't anything abnormal. So on January 2nd, I went into the Women's Center and met with some specialists. I got a ultrasound done. They took the ultrasound and they sent the documents to the examiner, and he said that it was abnormal and that there was a suspicious lump there, so they wanted to send me to get a biopsy done. So on January 24th, I went and got a biopsy done. They did it all in the doctor's office and sent that off for testing. A couple days later it came back and they said that it was benign, but the lady who did the biopsy wasn't comfortable with the results of the test, so she gave me 3 options. She said I can either redo the biopsy, I can either have a lumpectomy, which is the removal of the lump, or close follow-up. So when we were talking about my decisions in the doctor's office, I kind of was like, I don't really want to go through a biopsy again because I felt all the things that happened. So I felt the needles going in, I felt the girl cut the incision, I felt them go in with the scopes and remove everything. They wouldn't let me have my mom in the room, so that was a tough part for me. I decided that when they did the first biopsy that I wanted it removed, no matter whether it was benign, whether it was cancerous, no matter what. Like, I had my heart set on them removing it. So I opted for a lumpectomy. On January, I want to say like the week later, I got surgery. I got the lumpectomy done. They sent the lump that they removed to get further testing done, so they did another biopsy on the lump, and on January 31st they called me into the office and diagnosed me with stage 2 breast cancer.